Okay, Board of Adjustment. Oh, I'm sorry, we need to appoint a member of the committee for that. And I would nominate Jerry Aronio. Anybody else interested in serving as liaison?
I think that we should leave that open to two spots, but I think we're pretty committed right now, but I think it should be an open slot, should we decide.
You also want to have 2 spots for
I
that?
just want the spots open. I don't necessarily think we need to fill it right this minute, but if you think that we might need some more help there when you're there and somebody has
You
the
guys,
time.
any
I have
objections
no
to that?
problem with that.
All right, great, we'll make it 2 spots as well. We don't need a motion for that, right, Jack?
No, no.
Okay, you want to
It's
serve?
an ad hoc
I
committee.
don't right now.
Come on.
I don't right now, but we'll see if you need some help and we,
Well, I mean,
I just think we don't have to go back and vote on it again later this way.
Gina, would you like to serve
No.
on that? Me?
No, but do you want to make a motion, or just let the public know that there's still opportunity here?
Yes, thank you for that. Yeah, we do have openings on that committee, and in particular, if we could get people who are very familiar with website design or creation or a public access television channel, that would be ideal. So if you know anybody, please have them come to our meetings or contact us, and that would be great.
Is the FRAC committee also open to anybody else?
I think we have a full committee there.
So
based on
that
the-
one's closed, okay, and this
Yeah.
one's open, okay.
I think that's right.
Now, both those committees, make sure you don't have 3 township committee people attend, or you're going to
Right.
run into sunshine law.
Right, no,
problem.
certainly.
So if you're in the building and the committee's meeting, you can't.
Well, like any meeting though, Jack, can't you actually physically sit there and never open your mouth?
No, no, because if you're present, now, if for some reason the committee wants to invite more township committee people to come, you just have to give public notice.
Right.
But if 3 of you are present, you have a quorum,
Right.
even if you don't speak. So just be careful of that.
Thank you. Board of Adjustment is next. And the names we discussed were Mike Mizuko and Ed Garrett would be moved up from alternate positions to the full-time positions. Did you check on that issue, Kevin?
No, we decided to appoint one for the longest serving.
Okay. Mr. Garrett will be appointed to the longer,
Term.
Yes, thank you. The longer term, and Mr. Mizuko would be the shorter term.
And both of those are on expired terms, and I think you should do this by formal motion.
Okay. We could take them all together.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't think there's any problem here. Sandy Raymer will be reappointed to the Board of Adjustment.
So she's for a full 4-year term.
Yes.
Okay.
Mike Smargiassi.
I think there might have been some conflict there, so maybe we
Yes.
should move on that.
Okay, how about we move on those 3? Can I have a motion for that?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Aronio.
Yes.
Mr. Briggs.
Yes.
Mr. Collins.
Yes.
Ms. Genovese.
Yes,
Mayor Vitarella.
Yes. For first alternate, we have Mike Smargiassi, and second alternate, Mike Warnick.
Maybe we could take those independently, Mayor.
Okay.
I'd also like to nominate Bill Neville. I spoke to Tom Baer, the chairman of the Board of Adjustment, and he said that he would welcome his experience and his addition to the Board of Adjustment.
Okay, so let's, could we have a motion on Mike Smargiassi?
So he would be for the
First
2-year
alternate?
2-year alternate term, whichever, it may
Right.
be alternate 1 or 2.
Right.
Till Kevin
It's-
checks, we don't know.
right.
So this is for the 2-year full term as alternate.
Second?
Second.
Vote?
Mr. Aronio.
Yes.
Mr. Briggs.
Yes.
Mr. Collins.
Yes.
Ms. Genovese.
Yes,
Mayor Vitarella.
Yes. Now we have second alternate. Can we have a motion to nominate Mike Warnick?
I'll make a motion to nominate Mike Wanek.
Warnick, I'm sorry.
I'll second it.
Okay, roll call.
Mr. Aronio.
Yes.
Mr. Briggs.
Yes.
Mr. Collins.
I don't know Mr. Wanick, but I know Mr. Neville, and I think that I'm going to have to vote no.
Smollett's the alternate, the option. Is it Neville? Or-
yes, Neville.
No,
Mr.
sorry.
Neville
He's
I'm
the
sorry.
next
would
one
like to
coming
be.
up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But he's not going to make it.
Yep, no,
Ms. Genovese.
no.
Mayor Vitarella.
Yes. Okay. The other, the sewer bank committee, that's is that the mayor's appointment, Jack?
That was just an informal.
Oh, it's an ad hoc committee?
Committee.
Okay, well,
Just an ad hoc
I'd like to
committee.
nominate for that committee Dick Albers, Vincent Blanks, Charles Furrer, and Don Butterworth. Is there any objection to those individuals serving on the sewer committee? All of them have expertise in that area.
And that committee will also include Mr. Slocum and Mr.
Yes, it'll also
Lisa.
include the same staff that we had previously. Any objections to those individuals?
No.
Okay, then that was easy. Okay. Now, is that, the rec committee, is that, does that have to be by motion of?
Yeah, that's an ordinance committee, so yes, that should be by motion, and that is mayoral appointment. Or-
Mayoral appointment?
Yeah, so you can just do that.
Okay, I'd like to appoint Beth Smargiassi for the rec committee then.
And those are 5-year terms, so I
Okay.
don't know whether,
The, did I cover all the committees? Open space, I think, was the only one still left open. And I have, is that also a mayoral appointment, or,
that's township committee.
okay. Mr. Walter Correll asked to be put on the open space, and I would endorse him. Any objections to Mr. Correll serving on that?
That you ought to do by motion. because,
Okay,
Again, that's
I'd
an
like to
ordinance
make that
committee, not
motion.
an ad hoc.
So moved, second. So moved, rather. But I'll do second at
Rec,
first.
roll call.
Mr. Aronio,
Yes.
Mr. Briggs,
Yes.
Mr. Collins,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese.
Yes.
Mayor Vitarera.
Yes. All right. That covers all the committees. Is that right, Kevin?
That's,
Anything else regarding the
that's all I
committees?
see here.
Okay. We've got a couple of items for discussion. Well, before we do that, I just wanted to announce, I spoke to Rutgers University, the planning department, and the chairman, Clint Andrews, I think his name is. They have a program where they work with townships to review projects they're considering. And so they've agreed to come to our town and do a report on the Valley Road corridor and, give us some ideas of how we can improve our township in that respect. And they, do a thorough job. It's master's level students working with their professors in the planning department, and they provide great product. I mean, I've seen some of their documentation that they've done for other townships, and so I guess beginning the week of, I think it's January 25th, is it, their first meeting? I think it's the first meeting they're coming here, and they're going to start looking at the Valley Road corridor and give us some advice, and we, of course, can accept it, reject it, or continue with it. So I think that's a great start. The other thing I wanted to announce is the group known as FORCE, which is the group that runs the after-school programs in our schools, is having an affair. It's a fundraiser that serves our community and the schools, and it's called A Night in Paradise, and it's going to be held at the Basking Ridge Country Club, and the price of the tickets are $75, which includes the $25 in chips, because it's basically a casino night. It's scheduled for January 27th, 2007, at between 7 and 11 p.m. I have tickets if anybody's interested. The seniors get a discount. They are only charged $50. So that's all I have in terms of announcements. Why don't we take our first discussion item, the permanent financing?
Are we going to do administrator's report or no?
Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped over
I
that.
was going to suggest if you want to defer that, because there's a lot of people in the audience that are here for other discussion matters, if
Yeah,
that's okay with you.
let's come back to that.